My child, please do not click away. This moment right here, right now, is not a coincidence. It is not an algorithm that brought you here, and it is not by chance that you stopped scrolling. I need you to listen closely because there is a message that has been trying to reach you, and you have been too distracted to hear it until now. This is a divine pause. I am disrupting your day because there is an emergency in the spirit realm regarding someone you love. This is not a metaphor, and this is not a game. There is a timeline attached to this, a window of mercy that is rapidly closing, and I need you to pay attention before that window shuts completely. There is a person connected to your bloodline, someone who sits at your table or lives in your heart, who has exactly 2 days left before they make a choice that could change everything forever. You might not see the danger with your physical eyes because the enemy is very good at hiding his traps. But I see it. I see the storm clouds gathering over their head while they are still smiling and pretending that everything is fine. I am speaking to you now because you are the only one who is listening. You are the watchman for your family, even if you didn't ask for the job. I know you have felt it. You have felt a strange heaviness in your chest lately, a sudden anxiety that wakes you up in the middle of the night, or a thought of this person that flashes across your mind out of nowhere. You dismissed it as worry or stress, but that was my spirit trying to alert you. That was the alarm bell ringing in your soul. Someone precious to me, someone you care about deeply, is walking toward a cliff edge, and they are blindfolded. They do not know that the ground is about to crumble beneath them. But I am showing you this because I have chosen you to be the one who stands in the gap. The enemy thinks he has won. He has been whispering lies to this person, telling them that they are alone, that there is no hope, and that their only option is to give up or make a reckless decision. He has been plotting this for a long time, waiting for a moment when you were too busy and they were too weak. But he forgot one thing. He forgot that I have a servant who knows my voice. He forgot that I have you. I am raising your awareness right now because I am giving you the power to interrupt this plan. You have the authority to cancel the assignment against their life, but you must act now. Do not look at their outward appearance and be deceived. They may be posting happy photos, they may be laughing at jokes, and they may seem like the strongest person you know. But inside, they are unraveling. Their soul is crying out in a language that only I can hear. They are fighting a silent battle with depression, with addiction, with a hidden sickness, or with a dangerous relationship that is draining their light. They are covering it up because they don't want to be a burden, but the weight is crushing them. If I do not intervene now, through you, the damage could be irreversible. I am not telling you this to create fear. I do not give you a spirit of fear. I give you power, love, and a sound mind. I am telling you this so that you can fight. You cannot fight a battle you do not know exists. Now you know. The veil has been lifted. You are the warrior I have placed in their life for such a time as this. You might feel weak. You might feel like you barely have enough faith for your own life, let alone for someone else. But you do not need to be perfect to be used by me. You just need to be willing. You just need to say yes. This is why your heart is beating faster as you hear this. This is why you feel a sudden urge to cry or to pray. It is because your spirit recognizes the truth. You know exactly who I am talking about. Their face is already in your mind. Trust that instinct. That is not your imagination, that is revelation. I am highlighting them to you because I am about to do a miracle, but I need your partnership. I work through the prayers of the righteous. When you pray, you give me the legal right to invade their situation and break the chains that are holding them bound. If you are willing to accept this assignment, if you are willing to stand for your family member when they cannot stand for themselves, I need you to confirm it. I need to know that you are with me in this. Please take a moment right now to subscribe to this channel as a sign of your commitment to hear my voice, and comment below saying, I am standing in the gap. By doing this, you are marking yourself as a spiritual protector over your home. Do not think that your prayers are too small. A whisper from a believing heart can shake the foundations of hell. The enemy is terrified of you. He knows that if you start praying, his plans will fall apart. That is why he tries to keep you distracted. That is why he tries to make you feel like your words hit the ceiling and bounce back. He wants you to stay silent, because your silence is his victory. But today you are breaking the silence. Today you are drawing a line in the sand and saying, not my family, not today. We have 2 days, that is 48 hours to turn the tide. In these next 2 days, I am going to show you things. I will give you specific instructions on how to pray. I will bring scriptures to your memory that you haven't thought of in years. I will give you a boldness to speak life where there is death, but you must stay close to me. Do not let the noise of the world drown out this urgency. This is a rescue mission. We are going into the enemy's camp to take back what is yours. You might be asking, Lord, why me? Why do I have to carry this burden? It is because you have a heart that is still tender. Others have let their hearts grow hard. Others have become too cynical or too busy to care. But you, despite your own struggles and your own pain, you still know how to love, and love is the most powerful weapon in the universe. It is your love for this person that will open the door for my power to enter. You are the conduit. You are the vessel. I promise you, if you take this seriously, you will see a shift. It might not happen instantly, but the atmosphere is changing. You are planting seeds that are going to grow into a massive testimony. Years from now, this person will look back and say that they didn't know how they survived, but you will know. You will know that it was this moment, this decision to stop and listen, that saved them. Do not take this lightly. The clock is ticking, but my grace is timeless. We are going to win this battle, but we must start now. Stay with me. Listen to my voice. The rescue has begun. I need you to understand the weight of what is happening in the spirit realm right now. There is no rewind button on life. We cannot go back and fix yesterday, but we have absolute power over what happens in the next 48 hours. When I say 2 days, I mean 2 days. This is a specific window of mercy that has been opened for your family, and I do not want you to look back with regret, wishing you had taken this more seriously. Do not let doubt steal this opportunity from you. Do not waste this hour wondering if this is real. Instead, use this time to seek me with everything you have. You might feel like you don't know what to do or what to say. You might feel like your prayers are clumsy or that you don't know the right words. Let me promise you something. I am not looking for eloquent speeches. I am looking for a broken and contrite heart. Ask me right now who this person is, even if you already have a name in your mind. Ask me how to pray for them. Ask me what words to speak over their life. I will lead you. I will drop a thought into your spirit, a memory, or a scripture. I will confirm it in your heart so deep that you will know it is me. If you obey this prompting, if you stand in faith when your emotions are telling you to panic, I will work a miracle that your family will talk about for generations. If I had not stepped in right now to wake you up, this person would be lost to the darkness. But I have not given up on them. I have not finished writing their story. I have not turned my face away from them, even if they have turned their face away from me, just as I sent warnings to cities and nations in the past to save them from destruction. I am sending my voice to you now. When I love, I warn. When I care, I intervene. I chose you for this task. I want you to really let that sink in. I did not choose you because you are perfect. I did not choose you because you have your entire life together, or because you never make mistakes. I chose you because your heart is still tender enough to hear me. I chose you because when I whisper, you lean in to listen. Even through your own battles, even when you are tired and overwhelmed, you still cry out to me. That is why you are reading this. That is why your heart is racing in your chest. Your spirit recognizes my voice, even if your mind is struggling to understand the logic of it. I know you are tired. I know you feel like you have been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. You feel like you have been fighting your own battles for so long that you don't have the strength to fight for anyone else. But I am telling you, this is not the time to pull away. This is not the time to sink into defeat or self-pity. This is the time to rise up, because I am about to do something mighty in your family. I am about to save a life, break a generational curse, and release a blessing that will overflow into your own life. But I need your faith, not your fear. I need your prayers, not your silence. There is a battle taking place right now for the soul of the one you love. You cannot see it with your physical eyes, but heaven sees it clearly. There are forces trying to pull them down, trying to whisper lies of worthlessness and despair into their ears. That is why I called for your attention. That is why this message found you today. Because I knew that if I could reach your heart, I could reach them through you. Your voice, your faith, and your obedience hold power that you do not yet understand. You are the bridge between their current darkness and my light. If you are ready to be that bridge, if you are ready to trust me to save them, I want you to make a declaration of faith right now. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, so you stay connected to this flow of prayer, and comment the number 222 below. This is a sign that you are trusting me to intervene in these 2 critical days. It is a digital act of faith, a way of saying, Lord, I hear you, and I am moving with you. Do not underestimate what I can do when you simply say, yes, to me. Some of the greatest moves of my hand began with one ordinary person deciding to trust me. I am not angry at you for your doubts. I am not trying to burden you with guilt. I am trying to hand you a weapon. I am trying to hand you a key that unlocks an open door. I am giving you the power to change the outcome of this situation. But time is moving quickly. Heaven and hell are watching to see what you will do with what I have said. You might think this is just a random thought or a coincidence, but it is a divine signal. That tug you feel in your gut, that urgency that won't go away, that is me. I have whispered to you in dreams. I have nudged your heart during the day. And now I am speaking clearly because I need you to hear this. You have asked for a purpose. You have asked to be used by me. You have asked to hear my voice. And now you have. But purpose isn't always wrapped in comfort. Sometimes it comes wrapped in a heavy burden. Sometimes it asks you to pray through the night. Sometimes it asks you to believe for someone else's miracle, even while you are waiting for your own. This is one of those times. I am not looking for your perfection. I am looking for your willingness. Will you let me work through you? Will you stand for the one who cannot stand for themselves right now? Will you believe when no one else sees a reason to hope? Will you speak life into their name when everyone else has written them off? You are not alone in this. I am with you. I will guide you through these next 2 days step by step. I will reveal things to you. I will give you dreams, words, and insight. If you stay close to me, I will show you exactly what needs to be done. Do not panic. Do not allow fear to drown out my voice. The enemy wants you to feel overwhelmed so that you will freeze and do nothing. But I am calling you to feel empowered. Speak my name over them. Speak, Jesus, over their confusion. Speak peace over their tormented mind. Speak protection over their body. Speak freedom over their soul. My name still breaks chains. My name still heals the broken. My name still delivers the captive. There is no darkness too thick for my light to break through, and there is no distance too far for my hand to reach. I am watching not for clicks, but for surrender. I am looking for faith that moves mountains. I am looking for love that prays even when it is hard. I am still the God who turns death into life, darkness into light, and despair into hope. I am the God who brought Lazarus out of the tomb when everyone said it was too late. I am the God who split the sea for Moses when there was no way out, and I am the God who is ready to intervene in your family right now if you will let me. You must understand what is at stake. This isn't a test of your emotions. This is a holy interruption. I am not trying to scare you. I am trying to save someone you love. There are doors about to close, and there are battles being fought in secret places. My spirit is crying out for you to act now. Do not be the one who turns away thinking someone else will pray or someone else will speak up. I placed this specifically in your heart because I chose you. You are the one I trust with this mission. Rise up, my child. The time is now. Stop thinking you are too weak or too broken to make a difference. The power is not in your strength. The power is in your surrender to me. If you bow before me in prayer, I will rise on your behalf in victory. Begin to pray right now. Even if your words are simple, speak them. Say their name to me. Lay them at my feet. Ask me to cover them with my mercy. Ask me to block every plan the enemy has made against them. I have waited for your voice. Now release it. They may be just one step away from ruin, but your intercession can stop it. Your obedience can shift the atmosphere. Do not underestimate what I can do when you partner with me. Miracles are often born in secrets, in the quiet places where no one else is looking. Right now, you might be looking at the situation with your physical eyes and seeing absolutely nothing changing. You might be looking at this person you love and seeing the same coldness, the same distance, or the same destructive habits. But I need you to stop trusting your eyes and start trusting my nature. Just because you cannot see the movement does not mean I am not moving. Think of a seed planted deep in the soil. On the surface, the ground looks undisturbed, but underneath, the shell is breaking, roots are pushing down, and life is beginning to push upward. That is exactly what is happening right now. I am doing the deepest work in the silence. If I showed you everything I was doing in the unseen realm at this very moment, you would fall to your knees in awe. My angels are currently on assignment because of your prayers. I am positioning strangers to cross their path who carry my light. I am stirring up old memories in their mind, memories of a time when they felt safe, innocent, and loved. I am disrupting their sleep with dreams that point them back to truth. I am making the things that used to satisfy them taste bitter so that they will hunger for something real. You cannot see this yet, but you must believe it is happening. You are the covering I have placed over their life. Whether they realize it or not, you are standing between them and a danger they do not even see coming. When you pray, you are building a spiritual wall around them, a hedge of protection that the enemy cannot simply walk through. This is why you are so necessary. Without your intercession, they are exposed. But with your prayers, there is a shield that buys them time and grace. You are the watchman on the wall, and I am honoring your vigilance. I want to ask you to do something important right now to solidify your agreement with this truth. If you believe that I am working behind the scenes and that my power is greater than what your eyes can see, please subscribe to this channel to keep this connection open and comment the number 333 below. This is a declaration that you believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and that the Trinity is actively working on your behalf today. Be very careful with what comes out of your mouth in these next few days. Your words have weight in the Spirit. Do not speak defeat over your family. Do not say things like, "They will never change," or "It's too late," or "I'm losing them." When you say those things, you are agreeing with the enemy's plan. Instead, I need you to prophesy life. Even if the facts say they are lost, faith says they are found. Speak what I say about them. Say, they are loved. They are protected. They have a purpose. They will rise out of this pit. Speak the opposite of what the world sees, because faith is the substance of things hoped for, not the things already seen. I know you have battles of your own. I know you have asked me, "Lord, why me? Why did you pick me to carry this heavy burden when I am struggling myself?" Here is the answer. I chose you because you have been broken, and you survived. You know what it feels like to be in the dark, and you know how to find the light. I am using the very things you have walked through, your past pain, your scars, your own history of overcoming, as the qualification for this rescue mission. You have authority because you have a testimony. The enemy tries to bring up your past to disqualify you, to tell you that you are not holy enough to pray for someone else. But he is a liar. You are covered by my righteousness, and your prayers are powerful not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. Do not let fear take root in your home. I did not give you a spirit of fear. I gave you power, love, and a sound mind. When anxiety tries to grip your chest, when you wake up in a panic thinking about the what-ifs, I want you to attack that fear with my promises. Quote Psalm 91 out loud. Declare Isaiah 4:1-10. Fill your atmosphere with worship. Let your house become a sanctuary. Even if you are the only one worshipping, your praise changes the temperature of the room. Your gratitude creates a landing strip for miracles. The enemy knows that his time is short, which is why he might try to increase the pressure. You might see this person act out more, or things might seem to get louder and more chaotic for a moment. Do not be fooled. This is often the sign of a stronghold being threatened. When the darkness is about to be evicted, it screams the loudest. Do not retreat. Stand your ground. You are not begging a distant God to come and help. You are partnering with a Father who is already present. I am already in the room with them. I am already in the room with you. We are building a legacy here. This is not just about stopping a crisis for one weekend. This is about shifting the direction of your entire family line. The obedience you are showing today is going to break cycles that have plagued your family for decades. You are doing the heavy lifting now so that your children and grandchildren won't have to fight the same battles. It is worth the exhaustion. It is worth the tears. Keep pressing in. I am strengthening you as you read this. I am pouring fresh oil over your spirit. You will not burn out. You will burn bright, and the darkness will not overcome you. Trust the timing. I am never late. I know exactly when to step in. I know exactly how much they can handle and how much you can handle. I am orchestrating a symphony of events that will lead to their rescue. You just keep playing your part. Keep praying. Keep believing. Keep speaking life. The breakthrough is closer than your feelings are telling you. The dawn is coming. I want to talk to you about the kind of healing I am doing right now. I am not interested in just fixing the surface or putting a bandage on a wound that goes down to the bone. I am going to the very core of this person's soul. I am speaking directly to the parts of them they have buried deep inside, the shame they haven't told anyone about, the trauma from their childhood, and the secret fears that keep them awake at night. This is why the process might look slow to your physical eyes. It isn't slow, it is deep, real. Lasting restoration takes time because I am rewriting their story from the inside out. I am not just giving them a temporary change of mood. I am setting them free for good. Your faith is a massive part of this story. You might wonder if your prayers are strong enough to carry such a heavy load, or if your voice is loud enough to be heard in heaven. Let me tell you the truth, your prayers are powerful, because I am the one who fills them with my power. It is never about how long you pray or how perfect your vocabulary is. It is about your heart, your surrender, and your willingness to stand in the gap when no one else will. That is where your authority comes from. You are not just speaking into the air or wishing for the best. You are releasing the will of heaven onto the earth. When you speak my promises, all of heaven stands behind you. My word is a sharp sword, and every time you declare it, you are cutting through the thickest darkness. Every time you speak life, you are choking out the spirit of fear. Every time you praise me, even when your eyes are full of tears and things look exactly the same, the very walls of the enemy's prison begin to shake. This is the final stretch of these 48 hours, and I need you to finish strong. If you believe that even now, at this very moment, your prayers are shifting the atmosphere around your family and breaking the chains of the past, I want you to subscribe one last time to stay part of this prayer community and comment the number 999 below. This number represents completion and the finality of my work. By doing this, you are saying that the old season is over and the new life has begun. There is a very specific reason the enemy has fought so hard to discourage you lately. He has been throwing every distraction, every doubt, and every lie at you because he sees what is coming. He sees the freedom that is about to break out in your home. He sees the restoration of the relationships you thought were dead. He sees the massive testimony that is about to be born. And he is terrified. He is trying to get you to stop just a few feet away from the finish line. He wants you to give up now, so you never see the victory. But you are not going to stop. You have come too far to turn back now. You have been too faithful, and you have sacrificed too much to let the enemy win this close to the breakthrough. And remember, you are not doing this in your own strength. I am carrying you through it. When your legs feel heavy, I am your strength. When your mind is tired, I am your peace. When you don't have the words, my spirit groans on your behalf. You are shielded by my grace and fueled by my love. The 2-day window is a transition. It is a bridge from the what was to the what will be. As these hours pass, stay in a posture of gratitude. Thank me for the miracle before you see it. Thank me for the safety of your loved one before they even call you. Thank me for the healing before the doctor confirms it. This is what it means to walk by faith and not by sight. You are a victor, not a victim. You are the head and not the tail. You are the one I have chosen to bring light back into your bloodline. Rest in the knowledge that I love this person even more than you do. I am their creator, and I have a plan for them that no devil can cancel. The rescue mission is a success. The assignment of the enemy has been intercepted. The darkness is receding, and the morning sun is about to rise. Peace be with you, and peace be over your house. The work is done. Amen.
My child, there is a powerful truth that God has allowed to surface today, specifically for you. It concerns the person you hold most deeply in your heart. Please do not scroll past this moment. I am asking you to stop right where you are, take a deep breath, and listen closely. Archangel Michael is stepping forward to say that skipping this message is something you might regret for the rest of your life. There was a shift in the highest realms of heaven just moments ago. A sacred conversation took place, and in the very center of that gathering, your name was spoken. It was not spoken in casual passing, but with deep intention and divine weight. A secret is being unsealed right now. It is a secret that has been buried for years under layers of silence, misunderstandings, and painful confusion. But divine timing has finally arrived. This secret is entirely about the one you call your soulmate. Yes, I am speaking of the person your soul recognizes instantly. The one who visits your dreams even when you haven't seen them in months or years. I am speaking of the person whose energy you can feel pressing against your heart, even when they are miles away. Heaven has decided to unlock this truth today for a very specific reason. If you miss this revelation now, the silence between you and them may return, and the answers you have been praying for could vanish back into the shadows. This message is not for the masses. It is not a public broadcast for the whole world. It is a private, personal, and sacred delivery intended only for the chosen few who carry a specific vibration, of divine connection. That is exactly why you were guided here at this precise minute. The angels do not make mistakes. There are no accidents in the spirit realm. If these words are appearing before your eyes, it is the confirmation you have been waiting for. You are being called. Before we go any deeper into this truth, I urge you to claim this moment. If this message disappears or gets buried by the noise of your daily life, your heart may continue to search endlessly without finding the clarity that is sitting right here waiting for you. You are here to subscribe not just to a channel but to the miracle that is unraveling in your life right now. By listening, you are saying yes to hearing what heaven is desperate to tell you. There is something I must tell you immediately. A whisper just moved across the golden halls of heaven. The angels paused in their worship, the music fell silent, and your soulmate's name was spoken right beside yours. It was not spoken with sadness or judgment. It was spoken in perfect divine alignment. The truth about what they are carrying inside their chest is finally ready to be exposed to you. They have been hiding something from you. They haven't been hiding it because they are cruel or because they wanted to hurt you. They have been hiding it out of pure fear, overwhelming confusion, and bad timing. You have sensed that something was wrong for a long time. Think about those late-night instincts that kept you awake. Think about those sudden emotional storms that hit you out of nowhere. Think about the feeling that they were thinking of you, even when they weren't speaking to you. I am here to tell you that this was not your imagination. You were never crazy. Your soul always knew the truth. Your mind just needed the confirmation. Archangel Michael is delivering that confirmation to you now before the window closes. The shocking part of this revelation is not that your soulmate loves you. Deep down you have always known that love was there. That was never the real question. The shocking part is the reason why they stayed away. It is about what they saw, what they were told, and what they were made to believe. There has been an interference. There is a truth about someone in their circle, perhaps even someone you trusted, who worked in the shadows to keep the two of you apart. That hidden reality has just been exposed in the spiritual realm. I need to be very clear with you. If you turn away from this moment, this specific divine intervention may not happen again in this way. You are being given access to a reality shift. A door is opening right in front of your face this very minute. Those who are brave enough to walk through it will be guided into the next chapter of their destiny. But those who ignore it may continue to walk in the dark, constantly wondering why everything feels stuck, why that person never reaches out, and why the connection never seems to fall into place. Do not do that to your spirit. Do not choose confusion when clarity is being handed to you. I was sent by the Most High to deliver this message not with thunder and lightning, but with a quiet, intense urgency. This is not about scaring you, it is about timing. The person you love has reached a breaking point. They have seen a sign too. They have started to feel a pressure in their chest they cannot explain. They are searching for something they don't even know how to put into words, and that something is you. But listen carefully. If you do not open the spiritual door on your end, they will assume this feeling is all in their head. They will push it down. They will suppress it. And the miracle that is hanging between you like a fragile golden thread might snap under the weight of the silence. You were chosen to hear this so you could catch that thread. You were chosen to open your hands and say, God, I am ready to lock in this energy and show heaven you are listening. I ask you to simply type, I am ready to receive, in the comments below. This small act is your signal to the universe that you are open to the truth. I want to show you something, but I cannot reveal it if your heart remains closed off. There is a sacred scene unfolding right now in the spiritual world. It involves your soulmate, the karma from your past lives, and a divine rewriting of your timelines. What you thought was lost forever is actually waking up. The person you cried over, the one you waited for, the one you tried so hard to forget, is closer to you now than they have ever been. This is not just physical proximity, this is spiritual closeness. They have entered a stage of deep awakening. They are beginning to remember who you really are to them. They are being prepared to return to your life. But if you do not spiritually allow this process by receiving this message fully, the restoration may hit a pause button again. I promise you, if you let that happen, you will feel the old ache return in a way that even the angels cannot easily soothe. You have asked heaven so many times, why did they leave? Why did it happen like this? Now, the answer is being sent to you. It is not coming through vague signs that you have to guess at. It is not coming through riddles. It is coming in pure, unadulterated truth. This message is the answer. The reason nothing made sense before is because heaven was still moving the pieces into place. Now that everything is aligned, your heart, their situation, and the divine timing, God is allowing the revelation to flow. But do not make the mistake of assuming you have all the time in the world. Spirit works in open windows, in fleeting moments. This is your moment. If you miss this, you may have to wait another cycle, another season, or P.S. another year. Please, I am begging you, open your heart before this moment closes. Your soulmate is carrying pain too. You are not the only one who has shed tears over this bond. They have been fighting battles you were never allowed to see. Some of these battles were spiritual, ancestral karma and emotional blocks that go back generations in their family, but some of them were very earthly. There was miscommunication, there was betrayal, there was fear. And yes, there was wrong advice given by people who pretended to want the best for them, but actually wanted to keep them small. All of this toxic energy has now come to the surface. Heaven has seen it all. God has heard every whisper. And now Archangel Michael has been granted permission to expose it to you. But if you walk away from this divine briefing, your person may believe you never truly cared. They may believe they should just give up. If that happens, you will both carry the heavy weight of almost for lifetimes to come. You were not born for almost, you were born for a holy union, and that is exactly what is standing in front of you right now. I see something strange but incredibly holy surrounding your name in the spirit realm right at this moment. It looks like a divine envelope, sealed with light. Inside this envelope are the specific secrets you have been begging heaven to reveal to you during your darkest nights. You have asked questions that echo through the universe. Why did they actually leave? Were they lying to me the whole time? Is this love actually real, or am I making it up? Will we ever find our way back to each other? Heaven has heard every single one of those questions. Not one of them was lost. And now God is beginning to unseal that envelope in your presence. This unveiling is happening only because you are here. It is not happening behind your back or without your permission. Your trust matters to the divine. Your consent is required for the miracle to unfold. Because you have opened your heart this far, what was hidden in the shadows is coming to the light. I want to reassure you, the truth is not here to hurt you. It is here to heal you. The answers contained in this message will not break you. They will finally set you free. If you are ready for the absolute truth, consider this message your divine permission slip to receive it. You are not alone in this experience. Even if you feel like no one in your life understands this specific kind of soul ache, or if your friends have told you to just move on and forget them, heaven knows the reality. Even if the world tries to convince you that this connection was just a fleeting moment, heaven is actively protecting the truth of your bond. That is the reason why every attempt you made to forget them failed. That is why no one else has ever been able to fit into the shape of your heart the way they did. That is why, Even after all this time, distance and silence, a quiet voice inside you still belie. Vez, that belief is not foolishness, it is prophecy. You are remembering a bond that was written in heaven before it was ever written in time. You didn't invent this connection, you were designed for it. Lean in closer now, because what I am about to tell you has only been revealed to a handful of souls. Your soulmate once asked God to take this connection away from them. Yes, they did. Not because they didn't love you, but because they loved you too much and felt completely unworthy of that light. They begged heaven to help them forget you because the feelings were overwhelming their system. And do you know what heaven did in response to their prayer to forget? Nothing. Because even God will not erase what he himself has written. The connection remained. The feelings only deepened. The more they ran from you, the more lost they became, until they reached this very moment, this divine turning point. You are being given access to that truth now, not so you can judge them for running, but so you can understand the depth of the fear they were facing. The world will never understand the weight of a connection like this, which is why you were never meant to ask the world for advice about it. You were meant to consult heaven. Heaven is answering you right now through these words. The way your heart is reacting to every sentence, that sudden warmth, that recognition, is your confirmation. This is sacred alignment at work. This is the moment you prayed for, even if you forgot you yed for it. Now that it is here, all that is required of you is a willingness to receive the miracle. You do not have to fix the broken pieces. You do not have to chase anyone down. You just have to open your spirit. Heaven is prepared to do the heavy lifting. Your soulmate is carrying a heavy burden of pain just as you are. You are not the only one who has cried over this separation. They have been fighting invisible battles that you were never allowed to see. Some of these battles were spiritual, dealing with ancestral karma, soul contracts, and emotional blockages that run through their family line for generations. But some of the battles were very earthly. There was miscommunication, feelings of betrayal, and intense fear. Worst of all, there was wrong advice given to them by someone who pretended to help but actually planted seeds of doubt. All of this toxicity has finally come to the surface. Heaven saw the manipulation. God heard the bad advice. And now Archangel Michael is exposing it to clear the air. But I must warn you, if you walk away from this divine briefing, your person might believe that you never truly cared. They might believe that they should finally give up hope. If that happens, both of you will carry the heavy, regretful weight of almost for the rest of your lives. You were not born for an almost love story. You were born for a holy union, and that possibility is standing right in front of you. What you are about to understand could rewrite the way you see your entire history. I am not just talking about this person. I am talking about every heartbreak that came before them. Every moment that left you questioning your worth, your purpose, or whether you were lovable is about to make sense. Heaven sees the pattern, and now, for the first time, the reason for all that pain is being revealed. It was not to punish you, it was to prepare you. The truth about your soulmate isn't just about romance, it is about destiny. They are the gatekeeper to a chapter of your life that has been paused until this message could reach your heart. Do not turn away now, because this moment was written into your life script long before you were born. Your name was seen beside theirs in the Book of Alignment, a divine record that very few beings have access to. When this book was opened, the angels wept because they saw how long you have waited. They saw the nights your tears soaked your pillow. They saw the mornings you forced yourself to smile when your soul was shattering. I want to pause here and ask you to do one thing to anchor this truth in your reality. If you believe that your connection is divinely protected and you are ready for the truth to come to light, simply write, "I trust in divine timing" in the comments. This is your way of telling the universe that you are no longer operating in fear, but in faith. Heaven does not forget you. You are not invisible to the divine. This person, the one whose name is currently shaking the atmosphere in the spiritual realm, has been tethered to you all this time. They never truly left. Their soul has circled back to you again and again, drawn to your light even when their human eyes were too blind to see you clearly. But now something major has happened. Something powerful enough to crack the veil of silence is taking place. Earlier today, yes, this very day, an angel was sent to your soulmate during a moment of silence. Perhaps they were driving, or sitting alone in a room, or staring blankly at a screen. In that silence they were shown your face. It wasn't just a memory, it was a spiritual flash, a deep knowing. For the first time in a long time, the walls they built around their heart started to shake. They may not have told a soul. They may have tried to brush it off as a daydream. But heaven didn't brush it off. Heaven recorded it. When that moment hit them, I was sent to find you immediately to prepare you. This is no longer a one-sided journey where you are the only one holding the torch. The activation has begun on their side. The chords of divine connection are waking up, but if you do not step into this revelation now, you may never know what was about to bloom. You might wonder, why now? Why is this happening so suddenly? In the realm of the divine, there are no accidents. This is the hour that was written in prophecy for your life. The delay you experienced was not rejection, it was preparation. If you had met fully before this moment, the connection might have burned out too fast or collapsed under the weight of unhealed wounds. But now the healing has taken root, the truth is rising. The storm that kept you apart is finally calming down. If you walk forward now, hand in hand with this divine message, you will see the impossible rearrange itself in your favor. I see something happening in your soulmate's life right now that you likely do not know about. They are watching you. They are watching you in ways they cannot explain, whether through spiritual signs that remind them of you or real-world glimpses. They are searching for confirmation. They are desperate to know if what they feel is real and if you still feel it too. But here is the warning. If you remain silent, if you ignore this pull, they may interpret your silence as disinterest. They may turn away, not out of pride, but out of self-protection. They are terrified of being hurt again. You have the power to end that fear right now by receiving this truth and allowing your heart to stay open. There is something else I must reveal to you, and I will be honest, it is not an easy thing to say. A false voice has been whispering lies directly into your soulmate's ears. There is someone around them, someone they once trusted deeply, who has planted seeds of confusion, doubt, and even fear regarding you. This person saw the brightness of your light and felt threatened by it. So they told your soulmate things that simply were not true to make them question you're here. It worked for a season, and that is precisely why they pulled away and vanished. But I am here to tell you that season is over because heaven has just exposed that voice and I was sent to cut through those lies. You must know this truth so you can finally stop blaming yourself for the separation. Please let your soul rest in this knowledge. You were always enough and you were always the one. You are not late, you are not forgotten, and you are certainly not hard to love. You are simply chosen. The chosen ones are often tested the hardest because their love carries a higher frequency, a vibration that heals not just two hearts, but entire generations. That is why this connection has felt so intense, confusing, and divine. It was never just about you two, it was about a massive assignment to break generational chains. Now you are being asked to believe again, even if it hurts and even if it is scary. because your belief is the key that unlocks everything. I must also speak to what your soulmate is hiding right now. Yes, they are hiding because while their heart is burning with the truth of you, their mind is still fighting a war with logic. They are torn between a spiritual hunger for you that they cannot deny and a paralyzing fear of rejection or not being good enough. This inner war has kept them frozen in place, but this message is the breakthrough moment designed to shatter that ice. Archangel Michael is standing in front of them right now with a sword of light. Cut. Ting through every fear, every lie, and every past disappointment. But this deep healing will only complete its cycle if you say yes. You have waited long enough and carried this ache for too long. Heaven has declared that the time is now, not next month, not next year, but right now. If you miss this window, the consequences will be heavy, not as a punishment, but because divine alignment moves in sacred timing, and you are standing in that timing this very second. If you doubt this, just look at the signs happening around you. Think about the vivid dreams, the synchronicities, and the strange feelings that wash over you without reason. These are not random. These are spiritual signals preparing you for this exact revelation. I can feel your spirit trembling even as you read this, because you are not imagining that something enormous is shifting. You have been sensing it for days. The atmosphere around you has changed, and your emotions have been rising without warning. That is not confusion. That is a spiritual collision where your energy field is meeting the truth that has finally broken through. To confirm that you are awake to this shift and ready to clear the path, I ask you to type, "I claim my victory," in the comments. This simple declaration breaks the agreement with fear and aligns you with the triumph heaven has prepared for you. What was once sealed tight is now open, but only for a moment. If you wait too long to accept this, it may close again, and this alignment could pass you by. Keep reading and keep breathing, because heaven is not playing games with your heart, it is rescuing it. You may not know the full weight of what your soulmate went through to protect this connection in the spiritual realm. You think they walked away, but the truth is they were spiritually attacked the moment they got too close to you, because your combined light was so bright it terrified the shadows. But now they are finding their way back, and this time they need your help, not your silence or your fear. They are watching and hoping for a sign from you, and if you do not answer this divine nudge, they might assume you have moved on and chosen someone else. That would break them in ways that are difficult to heal. Your soul is not just being informed today, it is being activated. This message is coded with spiritual keys that are opening chambers within you that you forgot existed. That is why your heart is racing and your chest feels both heavy and light at the same time. That is why memories of them are flashing through your mind like lightning. Every line of this message is awakening something you sealed away for survival, but God says enough. You do not have to just survive anymore. You are being called to live fully, and love is a central part of that plan. Your soulmate has reached a breaking point, and something is about to happen in their life that will change everything. You will be part of this ripple effect whether you feel ready or not. He may contact you, appear in a dream, or suddenly show up in your physical world. When this happens, do not be shocked, and do not run away just because you have been hurt before. The pain of the past was meant to shape your wisdom, not to make you numb. Now, the wise version of you must rise, because the door they are standing in front of will either be opened by your courage or locked by your fear. Please, do not ask for another sign after this one. This message is the sign. It was divinely orchestrated to reach you, not by an algorithm, but by heaven. If you brush this off as just another random message, you will regret it more than anything else in this season. God does not shout like the world. He speaks softly through the things we almost ignore. This is heaven's soft whisper to you because your soulmate has finally remembered who you are. They are trembling as they write your name again, whispering prayers for a second chance they are too afraid to ask for directly. But they don't know that heaven already arranged this moment to reach you first. My child, do not let the enemy confuse you in this final hour. There is a voice that tries to whisper, "This is just a coincidence," or "You are reading too much into this." I need you to understand that this is the same voice that has kept you trapped in cycles of doubt for years. The voice that tells you you will be fine without this connection is the exact same voice that whispered lies to your soulmate, making them believe they were unworthy of your love. This is not just a misunderstanding, this is a spiritual war for your union. And the good news is that you are winning this war simply by staying here, by listening, and by refusing to close your heart. Do not stop now. You must keep moving forward because with every word you read, a spiritual chain is breaking. A lie is being exposed and dissolved. A door is opening, and soon your soulmate will feel the draft of that open door too. They will awaken more deeply than they ever have before. They are being guided back into your space by invisible hands. When they finally arrive, they are going to speak words they never had the courage to say to you in the past. They will say things like, "I knew it was you. I always knew." What they feel for you is real. It has always been real. They simply did not know how to protect it. They made mistakes, and so did you. But love in the eyes of heaven is not about perfection. It is about recognition. In the eyes of the divine, your souls recognized each other long ago, before the world ever got its hands on you. That is why the connection never died. That is why no one else ever truly replaced them in your heart. Now, as you sit here holding this divine moment in your hands, you must decide, will you walk away from something so sacred just because you don't understand exactly how it will unfold, or will you trust that heaven has a plan? I, Archangel Michael, was sent here not to play games with your emotions, but to protect your heart, prepare it, and point it home. This is the moment. Heaven has paused many other messages just to make this one shine brighter for you. All of heaven's attention is currently focused on you, because what happens next will not just change your relationship status, it will change your destiny. If you say yes with your spirit, even silently, the angels will rush into motion. Your soulmate will feel this yes like a shockwave traveling through their soul. They may not know why, but they will suddenly reach for their phone, or find themselves crying without knowing what has come over them, or feel an overwhelming urge to come back to where you are. That is the vibration we are creating right now. This is the miracle. Do not delay it. Do not miss it. Stay open and stay present. I must tell you something that few are ever allowed to hear. The angels are not just passively watching over your story. They are actively rearranging people, timing, and emotions around you to make space for what heaven has prepared. But everything depends on your response. If your spirit remains closed, if you let doubt win, or if you choose the noise of the world instead of this moment of silence, those arrangements will stop, not out of anger, but because the universe cannot force what your heart will not receive. Your soulmate is more open right now than they have ever been. They are watching for a signal from you, a whisper in the spirit, a sign of willingness. The S message is that bridge. You are holding the key in your hands. Do not throw it away. Let your soul feel this fully. Do not try to use logic to explain away what your spirit knows is true. That aching in your chest, that trembling in your belly, that sudden memory of them that just popped into your head, It is all connected. You are in the middle of a divine visitation. To lock this vibration in and signal to the angels that you are ready for the reunion, I ask you to type, "I am open to the miracle" in the comments. This is your permission slip for heaven to finish the work it has started. I want to reveal a secret now that will help you understand the silence between you and your soulmate. There was never an absence of love. There was a divine protection. Sometimes God hides you from the one you love. He does not do this to keep you apart forever, but to shield both of you from harm while deep healing is taking place. That is what happened here. The silence was not rejection, it was a holy pause. Had you connected prematurely, both of you would have repeated the old toxic patterns that would have destroyed what God wanted to preserve. But now, the healing is nearly complete. Heaven is ready to restart the connection. However, this only works if your heart is ready to receive them as they are now, not as they were then. This is not about the old version of them that hurt you. This is about the evolved version that is being awakened right now, because you are finally strong enough to meet them again. The healing is done, the stage is set, the only thing missing is your final acceptance. I can clearly see the future that is trying to arrive for you, and it is absolutely breathtaking, but I must warn you, it will not wait for you indefinitely. There is a very specific holy window of time where the power of divine intervention is at its absolute peak, and whether you realize it or not, you are standing inside that window right now. The barrier between heaven and earth is thinner than a sheet of paper at this moment. The angels are hovering near you, and the Creator is closer to you than the very breath in your lungs. However, you must understand that this message is not just something to read and forget. It is your call to action. It is your confirmation. If you do not respond to this invitation, the door that has swung open for you will begin to drift shut again. It will not slam shut in anger. It will close slowly, gently, and silently. If that happens, you will find yourself weeks or months from now wondering why the energy went cold. You will ask yourself why the signs suddenly stopped and why the connect. Ions seem to fade away into the background. And the tragic truth you must face is this. It won't be because the love wasn't real. It will be because the love wasn't received. You are being handed the one thing so many people beg heaven for every single day, a moment of absolute clarity. You are being given a rare chance to change the entire trajectory of your life. This is your moment to simply say, "Yes, I am ready." Please understand, this has never been just about a romantic relationship or feelings. This is about a divine mission. Your soulmate holds specific keys to parts of your destiny that you simply cannot unlock by yourself, and you hold the keys to theirs. That is why this connection has been so persistent. That is why, no matter how far you try to run, their energy always finds you. That is why you feel their presence heavy in the room during the middle of the night when no one else understands why you are awake. This is bigger than emotions. This is about purpose. The moment you allow your heart to fully open to this sacred assignment, the miracles will begin to multiply in your life. Doors that were locked will fly open. The right people will appear out of nowhere. The resources you need will come to you because heaven always funds divine alignment. What you are stepping into is not just a love story, it is a life assignment. To seal this final confirmation and step into your new timeline, I ask you to type, "I accept my destiny" in the comments. This is you. Our signature on the spiritual contract. Heaven is presenting to you. I have fought battles in the spiritual realm to clear the path for this message, so it could land softly in your hands today. There were forces that tried to block it, tried to distract you, and tried to make you scroll past without feeling the weight of these words. But heaven won, and you are still here, reading and feeling. That means the miracle is still alive. The connection is active, the shift is possible, but it is only possible if you honor this moment. Heaven is not asking you to be perfect or to have all the answers. It is simply asking you to be willing. Your soulmate is waiting for heaven to tell them what to do next. This story begins again the moment you decide to trust it. Do not close your heart now. You were born for this union, and it is finally time to come home.